Hello students, today we will study some of the examples of this chapter. This is the chapter of standard 9, lines and angles, chapter number 6. So we have studied all the basic things that is related to this chapter and also study the theorem 6.1. Okay, so now let us study the question example number 1. Example number 1 is, we have given a figure. Lines PQ and RS intersect each other at a point O. Both the lines are intersecting in this point. If angle POR is to angle ROQ is equals to 5:7. Find all the angles. So here, if two lines intersect, we know that now four angles are formed here. So we have to find all the four angles. So one of the ratio we have given is that angle POR is to angle ROQ. These two angles are actually what? These two angles are adjacent angles. That we know now very well. And the ratio of both these angles we have given, and that is 5:7. We do not have given the direct value of this angle. We have given the ratio. So how we can find out the angles from the ratio? See, this total angle is how much? We know that these two angles are adjacent angles, and that is why the total angle must be of 180 degree according to the axiom 6.1. So here we can write down that angle POR plus angle ROQ is equals to 180 degree according to the axiom 6.1. Total angle is 180 degree. Out of that, POR has a fraction 5 and ROQ has a fraction 7. So we have to divide 180 such that it will divided into 5:7 ratio. So see, total is how much? 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, so we can write down that here angle POR is equals to, how much is the portion POR has? 5. And total is how much? 12. Total how many portions we are doing here? 7 plus 5, that is 12. And out of that, 5 is for the angle POR. And how much is the total angle here is? 180 degree. Right? So how can we, when we cut this, we can cut it by 12 15s are 180, and the total here we get is 15 5s are 75 degree. So this is the angle POR we get here, that is equals to 75 degree. In the same way, we can find out the angle. Okay, here POR is 75 degree, and now we know that according to the theorem 6.1, vertically opposite angles are equal. So here we can write down that angle QOS is equals to angle POR, and POR is how much? POR is 75 degree. Why? According to the theorem 6.1. Okay, or you can write down according to the vertically opposite angle. So the two angles we get here, angle QOS, this angle, and POR, this angle. These two angles are now here. Now in the same way, how we find out the POR, we can find out the ROQ. So here we can write down angle ROQ is equals to, how much is the portion which ROQ has a 7. Total is 12 and total angle is 180 degree. Again we can cut it by 15, right? So 15 sevens are 105, right? 105 degree. What is the get? Angle ROQ is equals to 105 degree. And we know that now according to the vertically opposite angle, ROQ and POS are also equal. So we can write down angle POS is equals to angle ROQ, and ROQ is 105 degree using theorem 6.1. How we can write down this? Using theorem 6.1. And also we can write down it as vertically opposite angles. This is the property vertically opposite angle we can use here. So in this way, all the four angles we find out that angle POR is 75 degree. In the same way, QOS is also 75 degree. Now ROQ is 105 degree and POS is also 105 degree. Okay, so this is example number 1. Now let us study example number 2. Here also one figure we have given and said that ray OS stand on a line. This ray stand on a line POQ line. Ray OR and OT are the angle bisector of angle POS and SOQ respectively. If angle POS, here we have given POS is equals to X, find the angle ROT. So here, first of all, you have to keep one thing in your mind that whenever we calculate any sum in the geometry, first of all we have to draw the diagram. That is compulsory. Whenever we do not draw the diagram, we cannot understand the question. By drawing the diagram and understanding the question, we can reach up to 50% of the answer. So the diagram is compulsory. Okay, let us understand first of all the question. POQ is a line, OS is a row, stand on it. Now this two ray OT. So see, first of all, POS and SOQ, two angles are formed, POS and SOQ. Now OT is a ray which divide the angle SOQ into two equal parts. That is called the angle bisector. If this SOQ is of 60 degree, then OT divides it into the two parts of 30-30. That means SOT is 30 and TOQ is also of 30 degree. That is called the angle bisector. So here we have given that ray OR and OT are the angle bisector. So we can write down that angle, if OS is the angle bisector, so we can write down ROP is equals to angle ROS, because OR bisecting angle POS. This whole angle POS is bisected by this ray OR. So both these angles will be equal. And how much will be that? 1/2 of angle POS. Because if total POS is 120, then ROP and ROS both will be of 60 degree. And they are of half, 1/2 of POS. That is 1/2 of 120 degree. So we can write down ROP is equals to ROS is equals to 1/2 of POS. Now consider this angle SOQ. SOQ is also bisected by the ray OT. So we can write down SOT is equals to QOT is equals to 1/2 of angle SOQ. Suppose SOQ is of 60 degree, then both this angle will be of 30 degree. 30 degree, 30 degree. So how we can write down it as 1/2 of 60 degree? Because 1/2 of 60 is equals to 30 degree. Okay, now we have to find out the angle ROT. So see how we can find out it. To find out the angle ROT, you can see that all these angles are stand on a line POQ. That means the total angle will be of how much? That will be of 180 degree, right? So here first of all we have to consider these two angles POS and SOQ. Angle POS plus angle SOQ. The total how much will be it? Angle POS plus SOQ is equals to 180 degree, right? Because both are on the same line. So here we use the axiom 6.1. By the axiom 6.1, we can write down the total is equals to 180 degree. Now here we have given the angle POS only. POS. So we can write down here X plus angle SOQ is equals to 180 degree. So by making SOQ as a subject, we can take X to the right hand side. So we get angle SOQ is equals to 180 degree minus X. So both the values now we have. Angle POS is X and angle SOQ is 180 minus X. Okay, now you can see that we have to find out angle ROT. So we can write down angle ROT is equals to ROT is the addition of these two angles ROS plus SOT. ROS angle ROS plus angle SOT. Right? Okay. What we can write down instead of ROS? See, ROS is equals to 1 half of angle POS. 1 half of angle POS plus instead of SOT we can write down 1 half of angle SOQ. Why we write down POS and SOQ form? Because we have the value of POS, that is X, and we have the value of SOQ, that is 180 minus X. So we can put down these values here. Okay, before we put the value, we can see that 2 is the common, 1 half is the common. So take 1 half as a common, we get ROT is equals to 1 half. Now POS, angle POS means X, and SOQ means 180 minus X. 180 minus X. Okay, so what will happen here? See, X and X will cancel out each other. So X and X will cut out each other. So what will remain here is 1 half of 180 degree. And 1 half of 180 degree means 90 degree. So angle ROT we get here is 90 degree. Right? So you can see that how we can use the axiom 6.1 here to solve this example. But one thing is new to you is that bisector. It is simple, very simple. I have already said that if we consider the RO as a bisector of angle POS, then it will divide the total angle into two equal parts. That things you have to keep in mind. Okay, and now using these simple formulas, we can find out the answer. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.